It's all right, keeping the intro short today. We're going to work on the workbench, we're going to build a scrap bin, and we're going to put up some more pegboard, and we're going to rearrange the shop a little bit. So I'm not going to draw this out, let's just do it. That thing is heavy. Yep, still heavy. This thing I found in my basement when I bought the house. Previous owner built it like it was trying to survive a nuclear fallout or something. This is crazy well built. This is ridiculous. When I tried to pull it up out of the basement to bring it out here to my workshop when I first built it, I actually had to cut it in half because taking these pieces apart, they're not just bolted on, they're screwed on, and the bolts actually have glue inside them too, so you can't just take this thing apart. It is a tank, and we got to move it over there. Alright, so we got this moved over here. Reason why I wanted it over here instead of over there is because if I put my chop saw on top of that and I've got a nice long piece of lumber that I'm cutting, it's better to do that when the widest width of the widest dimension of the workshop rather than trying to make it fit into this small dimension. I was originally going to build a table there, a workbench that folded up, but I found that since I put my project board over there, I don't have a spot for my scrap wood. So today we're going to be building a scrap bin right there in that corner. We're going to have it hold the pieces so they don't fall over, don't cause trouble, don't break anybody or anything. And that way they're in a corner, they're out of the way, they're no longer blocking my progress board, and we have a tank of a work table right there in the best possible location. Now all I have to do is put up some more pegboard behind it because I have some extra. All right, back to it. All right, so that is way too much lumber just to build a scrap pile or a scrap bin. Don't worry, I got a use for that, and it might have to do with the mystery project that we still haven't completed yet. But if we have time, I'll work on that some more today too. Alright, we got all our cuts made, following our nice little crayon diagram over here. Yeah, look at that. Here we go, crayon diagram. Got all our cuts made. We're going to start installing everything over here. I'm going to start on these 48-inch pieces. I'm going to put those down here, and we're going to bolt those to the floor first. Then we're going to go to our 36-inch pieces and hold them in place like that. And then our 24s will go across the top and make our nice handrail across the top that holds that whole bit in place. So that way we can just throw lumber in there, extra pieces that are too short to throw up top, and it'll just be like whenever we need a piece, just grab it out of the bin, start using it. So that's the plan. Let's make that happen. We got our scrap wood bin all framed in here, and it's strong enough that I can sit on it. Look at that. So yeah, this ain't going nowhere. It's gonna hold our scrap wood, keep it all nice and organized, keep it from falling down and hurting somebody or hurting the tools or whatever. But let's move on to the next project, shall we? Again, we are constantly proving that we don't know everything and that we're just kind of winging it. Got the new pegboard up, looks pretty good, but if you look closely right here, this is perfectly straight, and I even checked this is level. This side, however, is not. And if you look at the top, the gap up here is much bigger than the gap over here, and that is because when I built this workshop over COVID, I had never built anything like this before. I'm a computer guy. I don't know what I'm doing. And as I learn more, it's starting to show where things aren't quite level, or aren't quite matching up, or aren't quite right. But you know what? It's called I think I can, not I know what I'm doing. So you at home, don't feel bad when you make mistakes and find out about them years later, because look, I did. Oh yeah, we earned that. Look at this. All right, we've got the bin done. We've loaded up a bunch of scrap wood in here. Brought my trash can for the smaller chunky chunks in because they're not going to fit in there anyway, and I need a place for the small pieces. So, got our pegboard up. We got our workbench moved. We've got our scrap corner. I need to do something about that pegboard over there. I'm going to rearrange those tools over to here or somewhere over there. It'll look good and it'll be useful. Right now I can't get to those, but I don't want to deal with that right now. What I want to deal with right now is I'm really excited to work on this again. This mystery project, kind of left it alone for 2 weeks, and I had other things to do. And now I don't, so let's get to it. All right, one more step, then we go. All right, let's get to work. All right, look at that. We've got 2 pieces of the mystery project done. I don't know. I can't move them right now to show you all sides because the glue is still drying. But if anybody can figure it out, let me know. All right, next time we see these, it's going to be real obvious what it is. So this is your last chance to drop a comment and tell me, what do you think I'm building here? Because this is weird, yo. Leave a comment now, and remember, subscribe, like, share, do all the things. The algorithm is still learning that my channel is worth watching and sharing out to other people. And the best thing you can do to help me with that is interact in any way that you can. Tell the algorithm that this content is wanted. All right, we're going to do the quick progress board update here because it's a new day. We did a lot yesterday, and we've got some more to do today. On the done pile, we organized the pegboard, we built the scrap bin, we built a second pegboard over the workbench, the new location, and the workbench. Let's talk about that for a second. I know I originally said I was going to build a new workbench that flipped up. Decided against that because there's so much room in this shop now that I've cleaned up that I don't really want to waste it and take away room. So instead I just reorganized where I put the original workbench. I think it's going to work out a lot better. It's going to be a lot more space saving and it's a lot more efficient design. So we're just going to call that one done. Still got to order some stones. Still not sure if I'm going to actually order more stones, if we're going to build stones ourselves with those concrete molds. They do look beautiful, but they are time consuming to create. We have to do a full 24 hours on each set of 6. So that's a lot. I don't know. I might just order them. But for today, mystery project, we're going to continue working on, which means I need to climb up there and pull down some plywood sheets. And who doesn't want to see me hurt myself? So let's go see if I can get down safely or drop things or what kind of shenanigans I can get up to trying to pull down some plywood. This will be fun. Let's get into it. So as usual, I am unprepared. I'm out of glue. So another trip to the hardware store. Here we go. But it's looking really good back there. Have any of you figured out what this is yet? Let me know. It's starting to come together. Don't know if it's recognizable as a thing yet, but it's definitely starting to come together and it's matching the vision of what I want it to look like. So I'm calling that a win. All right, I'll be back with you as soon as I get back from the hardware store. Mr. Project update. I really tried to get it done for this week's video, but it looks like it's not going to be done because we have to let all this glue dry. Yeah, it is also screwed together to be a little bit more structurally sound, but I don't really want to move it and have the pieces that are only glued shifting. And it's crazy heavy. So before I go manhandling something this heavy with glue that isn't dry, I'm just going to wait. But I can show you what it looks like. So let's see what we got here. Tell me, does this not look like the coolest thing Mr. Project ever? All right, have you all figured it out yet? Let me know. I'm betting some of you have, and I'm betting some of you are very close. So let me know. I'm gonna go finish out the day with some more of the pit because, yeah, it's a fire pit. Doesn't dig itself. Those of you who aren't sticking around to watch me dig, see you next week. Pickles, that's my dog, thought I needed some help, so she very helpfully dug a hole under the fence. I'm gonna go fill that in now. We got another update. Remember a couple weeks ago when we talked about planting potatoes? Well, today we are going to see what happened. Did they grow? I really hope they did. Let's find out. Look at that!
Oh my gosh, I grew a potato. Oh my gosh, it's a heart. It's a heart. I am not making that up. The first potato. Oh look, and there's a little potato bud. But I grew a potato.
There are a bunch of little buds in there. Maybe that wasn't quite ready yet.
Do you think I should wait a little bit longer for the rest? Because that right there was, I think the seed potato is pretty gooey.
That's the rotten potato that it grew out of.
Yeah.
Well, we also don't know if any potatoes were, when you pulled that out, if any potatoes were left inside there. Like, look.
But I mean, they're so tiny. Do you think I should give it another week or two and come back to it in about a week or two?
You know what? Hey guys, anybody watching this, have you ever grown potatoes like this before? We've read a lot online that says when they start to get brown and fall over like this, it's time to harvest. And we did grow one, but then we have a lot of these little buds. So if anybody has any experience with doing this, are we doing it right? Is that what it's supposed to look like? Let us know. All right, potato update number 2. We decided to harvest one bag just to see what we got, and we'll harvest another bag next week and another bag the week after that to see if they're still growing or if we just have tiny potatoes, because look, we got tiny potatoes. Not bad for starting with rotten potatoes.